Hey guys, today we are going to unbox and discuss Halloween Ends. I got the Steelbook from Best Buy, so let's take a look at it and discuss the movie. Hey guys, welcome back to The Well-Rounded Dude. My name is Chris. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel, we cover a whole bunch of topics, trying to elevate you to that well-rounded status. Today is no different, and like I said at the top, we're going to be unboxing this Halloween Ends Steelbook 4K. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Let's start talking about this movie, because I've got an interesting take on it. So right at the jump, I'm going to say I liked the movie. I mean, obviously, I did buy it, but Halloween is my favorite movie. It's my favorite horror movie. It ticks all the boxes for me. So I'm always excited when a new Halloween movie comes out. And this one was no different. It came out in theaters and on Peacock. I did go to theaters to see it. And upon its release, it got some mixed to bad reviews, I would say. And as much as I like the movie, I can understand why it got disheartening reviews. But I will say, first of all, check out this packaging. I think it looks really cool. Okay, you got the Halloween Ends logo is embossed, and you got Michael Myers standing there with the knife. And on the back, you've got the typical standard blu-ray description and stuff, yada yada. If you have collected steelbooks in the past, you know that that's not going to stay on here. So let's get this open. Getting back to what I was saying about the movie, I liked it. I understand why people didn't like it, but I also think that some people kind of weren't looking at it in the correct lens that they should have been. Again, this is all my personal opinion. In the Halloween series, they have always alluded to Michael Myers being pure evil, and that his evil infects. But that's not something we've ever gotten to see in the movies. You know, you just think back to that iconic speech that Donald Pleasance gives as Dr. Loomis in the original, and he's just like, he's pure evil, you know, the blackest eyes, and you know, and so on in the sequels. They talk about his evil infecting, but there's never really much to that. We never really see it. And you can make arguments for Jamie Lloyd from Halloween 4, which was his niece, and she appeared in 4, 5, and 6, actually. And while that's the case, it was always kind of weird, like whether it was just mental illness that kind of ran in the family that kind of passed on to her, or if he really was influencing her. It didn't really seem like he was, but that's something they explore in Halloween Ends. And as you can, like I said, this part comes off that we talked about before, and we're left with this very, very cool artwork of Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis on the back. So while we've been told that Michael, his evil infects people, and it's just a plague, and he's pure evil, we've never actually seen it till this movie. Introduced in this movie is the character of Corey Cunningham. He is involved in an accident with a boy that he is babysitting who accidentally dies. Corey is blamed for it, and while it truly was an accident, but the town of Haddonfield doesn't see it that way. They just treat him as an outcast, which is really a comment on today's society, where if, you know, one wrong move or whatever, it's the court of public opinion, you could be done, right? So eventually, because I don't want to spoil the movie too much, but eventually this leads him to where Michael Myers is hiding. He's bullied. He finds his way to where Michael has been hiding by mistake, and Michael takes one look at him. He grabs onto him and takes one look at him, and it's like Michael feels a connection to this kid. And this kid feels a connection to Michael. And from there on out, Corey turns into a killer. And this is, I believe, is where the people had their issue with the movie. They focus a lot on Corey. We see Michael's evil infect Corey. We see Michael kind of take a backseat, and Corey is just, he's losing himself. That something has changed. And that's pretty much the theme of the movie, is that how Michael's evil has infected the town of Haddonfield, even though he's really not there. I mean, he is there, but he's really not out there causing problems in this movie so much. It's just his effect on the town. Now, I think it makes for a good movie. It makes for a good Halloween movie, an alternative Halloween movie. But it does make for a bad sequel, especially one that's set up for the final confrontation between Laurie Strode and Michael Myers. While I think the movie was good, I think that it's kind of a misstep to really go that route in Jamie Lee Curtis's final Halloween movie. I can see why people were upset. But all in all, the movie was good. I liked the story. I would have liked to see Michael in it more. I agree with everybody there. But I don't think it's a bad movie. I just think it's kind of a weird choice for this final confrontation between Michael and Laurie. So another issue people had with the movie was Michael Myers was getting older. He got his ass whooped by Corey at one point. And even in the beginning of the movie, you can see that Michael's a little bit slower, but once he commits the first murder in the movie, he gets a little bit stronger, like the old Michael that we all come to know and love. Now, I suspect there's several reasons for that, and a lot of people were complaining because they're taking into account 11 other movies that they've seen and be like, how now he's all of a sudden he's old and everything. Well, a lot of people do forget that this is a separate timeline from those other movies. In this timeline, it's only Halloween from 1978, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and now Halloween Ends. And they do explain in Halloween Kills that after Halloween from 1978, in this storyline, or timeline I should say, Michael was apprehended. So all his wounds would have been professionally, medically taken care of after he went back to Smith's Grove. He had proper medical attention, and he was in his 20s then until 2018, which he was in his 60s, early 60s, I think. Because it was 40 years later, so he was like 61. Well, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills take place on the same night. He took a lot of injuries. He got his fingers blown off. He got burned, smoke inhalation, shot, stabbed. The beating that the town tried to put on him at the end of Halloween Kills. Spoiler alert. And they do explain in Halloween Ends that he just disappeared. He's been gone for 4 years. He didn't get proper medical attention. I mean, if you really pay attention, if you look at his hand, his hand didn't heal correctly. He still is just human, and he didn't heal properly. Not to mention, I'm in the same clothes, outfit, and everything for 4 years. You can't tell me that he wasn't experiencing some kind of infection, gangrene, whatever you want to, however you want to put it. Nothing healed properly. I'm sure he had something. Something was up. He wasn't the normal Michael that like I said before, that we've all come to know and love. So that's my take on it. It's like, just kind of think about it. He had no medical attention after getting his fingers blown off, stabbed, burned, smoke inhalation, stabbed multiple times, I should say, shot multiple times, hit by a car, all this. It's amazing that he could even stand, let alone you know, do the things he did in this movie. So just think about that a little bit before you harshly judge this movie too badly for how they treated Michael. Let's take a look at this a little bit more. So, opening it up inside. Don't worry about this because this is going to be redeemed by the time this video goes live, so don't even bother trying to take the number. But we've got the 4K disc, which is cool. Got the 4K disc with Michael on it. I think that looks pretty cool. You know, a lot of 4K movies nowadays are just coming out with just plain discs. You know, it just has the title and, you know, tells you, you know, 4K, Ultra HD and all that stuff. But it's very rare nowadays that you see disc art. And I miss that, to be honest. You've got the Blu-ray. This kind of goes back to what I was talking about. See? It's just black. It just says Halloween Ends. See? Kind of boring, right? All right, and inside we have a shot of Laurie and Michael in her kitchen during their final fight. The only time they share the screen in this movie. And, you know, like I said, while I agree with everybody, it's not the Halloween movie I kind of thought we were going to get. I do say I don't hate it. I still like the movie. It's different. And I think, you know, sometimes people will complain that they want something different in a movie. I mean, just look at the reaction to last year's Halloween Kills. They didn't really like it. They wanted, it's the same old. I want something different. And you give them something different and they still find a way to complain. So I would say if you're interested in it, check it out. Still a good movie. Maybe not the same Halloween movie you were expecting, and that could be a good thing or a bad thing. But if you can, pick up the Steelbook at Best Buy. I'm going to have a link down in the description that will take you to Amazon to get a copy of Halloween Ends. I'm not going to be able to link it to this one specifically, but as always, we always recommend physical media on this channel. Streaming's great, physical media is better. So be sure to check that out, and if you're interested, pick up your own copy. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments if you like seeing me unbox 4K media. You know, I do collect lots of Steelbooks and 4Ks. So if you're interested in seeing that kind of stuff, let me know and I can always film some more. But with that, we will see you next time. Please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, do all the social media things. Help me fight the YouTube algorithm. Ring the bell. Be sure to check out thewellroundeddude.com. Dude15 will save you 15% off your total purchase. And we have a podcast, so don't forget about that. Available wherever you get your podcasts. And with that, I will see you next time. Peace.